This is day 33 of my year-long series where I'm practicing visibility. My name is Donovan, and I am losing subscribers because of this project, or maybe my new content. But I wanted to frame this for you because something really interesting is also happening at the same time. So, just a refresher, my dream is to be a public figure for young people. I want to be a teacher that kids choose. I think kids don't get a chance or opportunity to choose their teachers a lot, but when you choose to learn from someone, your motivation and your engagement is already so much higher versus being forced to learn from someone, which is why I left the classroom and have moved to, doing school assemblies and online content. I, for years after I did the Today Show, because I was told this is your opportunity, don't mess it up, you have to ride this wave, I have really shrunk away from what I really want to do, what I really want to talk about. And because of this project, honestly, I've gotten so much more comfortable just talking about my knowledge and my expertise and talking about the things I really care about. I know that with social media, it's like it has to be simple and digestible, but part of me is like, it doesn't have to be. And not everybody wants that. So, of course, there are people who do want things really quick and they want to know, 2 steps to feeling better in 20 seconds. But that's not how I've been. I've always been someone that likes to explain things. And instead of trying to meet that, like try to change my content exactly into that, I'm doing what feels right for me. And I am naturally getting better at making things a little bit more digestible. So not changing my approach completely, but also kind of doing it halfway. I'm trying to do what I know works, but also at the same time trying new things to see if that works. Since I started this project, I have lost 4 subscribers, and I don't know who they are. I don't know if they were former students or a kid who saw me at a speech or a friend who had a YouTube account years ago, and I've changed my content, so maybe they just didn't like it anymore. But here's the deal. All of the reels I've been posting, all these videos, the views are low. They're low compared to what I was used to. Because when I first started, I only did like 3 months of TikTok before I hit my first million. I had a couple of them that were up above a million, and I I started to think that low views mean that the content is not good or that I'm not worthy. And you might laugh, but that's what this industry tells you. And I didn't get into this industry to become famous because I want to be famous. I got into this industry because if I am famous, more kids have access to the work. I can't be at every school. I can't have a relationship and support every kid I meet. It's just not possible. And so this is the next step, is to be someone that they learn from online. And what's interesting is, even though I have lost subscribers because of this, and even though my follower count and my views are still, not taking off the way that I was hoping they would, or in the past hoping they would, in the past 2 days, I've gotten 4 opportunities out of the blue, and they are now wait 6 opportunities: 2 speaking gigs, 2 posting opportunities, like brand posting, and then 2 just like we want to work with you, however that looks. And I had all of this happen to me after the last week when I really claimed and made a decision that I want to be out there. I want to align with other organizations. I want opportunities to come to me. I want to put myself out there. And instead of, just thinking it, I'm just doing it. I'm putting myself out there and I'm talking about what I know is real. And if you think it's too heady or if you think it's too long and drawn out, then it's not for you, adult or child. I say that all the time because there are adults who have way lower attention spans than some of the kids I know. So something else really cool happened today that I want to share with you. I used to work in an acting company. I'm not going to say their name because I don't mess with them like that anymore. I used to work with this acting organization. It was one of the first places where I really started to teach my work, which is why I kind of split from that organization. They were literally like, we're teaching kids about acting. And I was like, we need to teach them gratitude and intention setting. And it got really good responses from the kids and from the parents. These were like 7 and 8 year olds. 7 and 8 year olds. Today I had a kid who I worked with for 2.5 years when she was in kindergarten all the way to second grade message me. I haven't seen her in forever. And she has such like a unique name that as soon as it came up, I was like, there's only one. There's only ever been one of this kid. And I know exactly who this is. And she was just saying that she was talking to her friend about, what inspired her as a young person. And she told me about a moment where I pulled her aside and really encouraged her to audition and sing when she wasn't sure, and how much that had an impact on her. So, yeah, I'm feeling good. To make space for new, you have to sometimes let go of old. And I'm not saying like these subscribers, like I'm glad they're gone, or I don't feel anything towards them like negative at all. I'm not mad at people for not wanting to follow the channel, because I really respect people's choice and doing what they want and following who they want. But I feel good because I think I'm making space for the audience that I need, the audience that I want. Tomorrow's a big day. I'm in Connecticut. It's my hotel room. I'm doing a middle school speech, high school speech, and a parent meeting. So it's about 6 o'clock my time. It's freezing. I came from Florida to Connecticut, so I need to turn my heater on. And yeah, gonna do some meditating, take care, and just prepare for tomorrow. In terms of prepping, I don't really prep. Like, as long as the slideshow is done, I'm good. I don't need to practice it or anything. I know this stuff like the back of my hand. So I'll see if I can get some footage or something tomorrow. But yeah, I will see you later.